Natives are getting restless. So I thought I had the PTZ demo working. I went to check on it last night, and that Alpine box was acting like it was like severely overloaded. So, you know, one by one I disabled Bitcoin. I've got a Bitcoin node running just because I'm using this open timestamp thing, and in order to like independently verify, like fully verify those timestamps, you need RPC access to a Bitcoin node. So I have this like partial node. I've got that, I've got Cloudflare D, I've got Docker. So like one by one I disable those things still. And you know, I'm looking at top, there's no evidence that, you know, I'm running out of memory or that the CPUs are overloaded or anything. So what the hell? So the other thing I did yesterday that could have changed things was I installed that DHCP CD. I uninstalled that so to go back to BusyBox's DHCP client, and sure enough, that fixed it. Everything went back to normal. Reinstalled all those heavy services, and it's still humming along just fine. So yeah, it's DHCP CD. And all I can figure is that it was getting information over DHCP that was causing it to try to constantly reconfigure the network or some route or something. And that it was just wreaking havoc, you know. And so I wanted to go back to the way the last router worked, where my devices were getting these global IPv6 addresses, but it was the stateless auto configuration type, where they get a prefix delegated to them, and then they fill in the blank with their MAC address. And so I found that on the Deco app, you actually can configure the router that way. Once I did that, no issues at all. So now I'm just using the built-in BusyBox DHCP client. It's getting a globally, I mean, not through DHCP, but through router advertisements or something. It's getting a global scope IPv6 address, and no issues at all. So, well, I'm gonna try to make it home. People coming over for, we're making carnival pie. I think it was something my grandpa used to do around Easter, so. I mean, it's definitely something he used to do. I never really associated it with Easter, but I never really pay attention to stuff, so.